Bernhard. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now, I've known you for a long time now, and we've been coaching for quite a while now. So just tell us a little bit about what you do and then where you were before you reached out to work with me.
Yeah, hi Mandy. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure, of course, when I have time with you, and also a coaching session as well. So yeah, thank you. I think it's several years now since I have chosen to have you as my coach. And look, a brief background is, in the past I had started a business or restarted a business again about 8 years ago, etc. And I'd built it up from scratch and done quite okay. I say quite okay. I had several staff working with me, and maybe all up, maybe 20, 25 people. But I also noticed that there came a point for me also on my journey of personal and professional development as well, but I hit a ceiling. And although actually I had known you personally for quite some years and knew what you were doing, etc., and acknowledged and had seen with other people the amazing work you do, I came to a realization that I really come to a point where I can't get any further. And it has truly made a tremendous difference, the coaching that you have provided for me. It has really accelerated my personal growth as well. Then it's also reflected in my business life and business growth as well, to the extent especially also the analytical tools that you have been using and that I have then been able to apply, which you also implement with some of staff meetings as well, which has helped me tremendously to have a greater understanding when it comes to interaction of people and also the placement of team members when I need to look for new management member. Like at this stage, I built the business successfully to about 9 management staff and about 40 to 50 staff in the field. So small business, but of a reasonable size, and it's been steadily growing and advanced. And the tools you have provided me, not just personally, to have a better understanding and really where my strengths, my weaknesses are, and then applying that in my day-to-day life, but also acknowledging for me to focus it and selecting the people that have talents, which really actually, stop short saying fill the gaps where I'm not that great at in my personality and my persona, to have them in a position to truly enhance my business and therefore have an amazing team, which I can achieve a lot on my own, but to really then be able to incorporate the entire team and bring together all these strengths is just stop short of amazing. Yeah. So that has been truly incredible, and also to the point where I actually truly enjoy the business, not just a vehicle to create money, but also it for myself, it matters a lot. It has helped me and assisted me a lot to create a platform that matters to me, where I can assist other people and like-minded people, which are part of a team, to help them on their personal growth and professional growth. And it's crazy. It's now, I think, two to 3 years down the track, and I still keep learning things. It's great, even as you assist me, you help me be accountable, to look at it, to reflect. So literally small tasks, which just make a tremendous difference every day for my life, and see the continuous growth. And for me, I look at it simply, it's amazing how you have assisted me and continue to assist me in creating the best version of myself. That sums it up.
Yeah, and I think the one thing I'll just mention, because people might not know when we talk about the teams, but I use the wealth and talent dynamics profile, which made a massive difference to me in my journey about 8 years ago. And I think when we did yours, it was really helpful for you, but I also worked with some teams, and I worked with your team, and it helped you see people's talents and enhance the team performance. And I think one of the greatest things that I've seen in your growth is, and you can share this, I don't want to take your story away, but what's happened recently in doing something in your business that's allowed you to absolutely step into your natural brilliance, which we've always talked about, but the results are already exponentially happening.
Indeed, Mandy, and that's exactly right. And of course, that aspect for me is, which also is leading to not just letting go, but also empowering other people to elevate and to let them shine in their light. And that, of course, what we're referring to is, but I now have a general manager in my company. So apart from different managers, operations manager, sales manager, administrative manager, personal assistant, estimators, operations planners, and HR and finance manager. Now actually my HR and finance manager, my general manager. But also what an amazing investment is how it actually frees me up to actually see it. But I also needed to let go and see tremendous changes what are occurring, like literally where I see, wow, I'm actually not a great general manager, but that's what I've done. So what I've grown into in actually letting go and just truly focusing on what I not just love doing, but also it adds best and greatest value to the businesses, or take the business again to another level. So literally again, almost like breaking through another level, another ceiling, and actually go beyond that. So it's been amazing, and that of course your advice and coaching has made a tremendous difference there, indeed.
Thank you, and for me too, it's wonderful to see, because if people don't know, one of your brilliances is you are brilliant at empowering, supporting, and connecting people, which is very important in all of business, but that's your superpower. And having seen you finally let go of the areas that are perhaps not your absolute natural shining brilliance, it's allowed you to completely be in flow. And I believe you have already made some incredible business connections, which will be great for your
Indeed.
business, as well as empowering your team. So it's wonderful to see it. And I know that, you know, the results for you are going to keep growing and be even more exponential. So it's almost like the next step up, isn't it, in the journey of your business and Bernhard? Yeah.
Indeed. I literally said, of course, also having an understanding of what my strengths are and what I enjoy doing, what is my yearning, and what am I looking for, what is my purpose, and gives me and fills my cup. It's just truly amazing in what's now happening for me as well. And then see, but I also see the impact it has. It's actually truly living by what I love doing and empowering others in what they enjoy doing as well. It's just incredible, just as basically being able to create win-win situations. And that's for me, of course, what life, personal and business life, should be about, and making a difference in other people's life. And yes, it's incredible. But yes, of course, I needed to let go, and it's still a process in different areas, and empowering other people around me as well. So amazing.
And there's one, I'll just mention this and I'll hand it back, but there's one thing that I've been drumming in for a long time. I sometimes sound like a broken record with not just you, but that's the act of daily reviewing and weekly reviewing. And it took a while, but now you are pretty consistent with it. So tell me, what sort of difference has that made now that you've finally embraced this?
Well, yes, of course, looked at aspect and discipline. Of course, yes, I should have known, of course, when I had my midlife crisis 10 years ago, and I started out of nothing doing triathlon and long distance triathlons. And of course, what got me there to the successes I had on my level was just discipline. So I knew it. So I've proven it to myself once before. But really, then, of course, where you assist me to take it into all areas of my life, and the power of literally giving myself that time, preferably at the end of the day, or if it's at 6 o'clock or at 8 o'clock, and just going through and reviewing what I have done, or the different questions in what I have learned. For me, what's important, how I helped a fellow human being on their journey, and various other questions to it just helps internalizing things, and then also already concentrating on what to do, what are the goals for the next day, and what is my agenda and planning for the next day. Whereas I can just be so much more productive and efficient by doing that. And it just has made a tremendous difference. And you've been extremely patient with me, because it's not necessarily hasn't been my strength, but I've turned that around and really utilized the power of that. So it sounds very basic, yet the difference that it has made has been second to none.
Yeah. So what's next for you? I'm throwing this one at you now. In your journey, what's the next sort of step or goals?
Because, for me, of course, the sky, actually not even the sky is the limit, in my humble opinion. And of course, I am following, of course, my dream to create the best version of myself. That will be a never-ending journey. And I enjoy then, of course, I have other endeavors and challenges ahead of me. And of course, there's also an exit strategy in my business. And then beyond that as well, to continue doing what I love doing. So absolutely exciting to look forward to the future ahead of me. And of course, with these extra tools that I have now on board, it's like literally, and of course, recreationally do some hunting as well, etc. But literally saying they're always having the right arrow with me as well, but I can utilize in my life in the different areas and different challenges, which I create consciously or subconsciously. So
Yeah.
It's just been amazing, and yeah, it stopped short of truly life changing and being able to incorporate, of course, what you've taught me as well. And but it also requires one needs to open up and not just come from the head. And it's like, okay, I know that makes sense. Yes, that would help me, etc. But also the transitioning and transformation to then make sure that it comes from within and internalize it, not just understand it, but actually living it as well.
Mm.
Just incredible. And
Yeah.
so it's been fantastic. And but also for myself, I know the benefits there as well is because I'm still not perfect, never will be. I'm striving to be. Enjoy the journey along the way. And how amazing, of course, to have your support, guidance as well, and tools to, of course, to assist me on my journey in creating the best version of myself.
Right. Thanks, Bernhard. And lastly, what would you say to somebody else? If you met someone else who wasn't where they wanted to be in their life or their business, because we are good at getting in our own way, what would you suggest to them?
If you're truly interested in working yourself and may feel like you have reached a ceiling, etc., it's not, as it, man, it's a matter of priority. To me, I would say honestly, it is a no-brainer. It's an investment. It's just an investment in yourself, which will pay back manifold in many ways, including financial ways as well. But of course, it is up to you and each and every one, of course, to basically then implement the tools, work with it as well, and make it happen. Don't beat yourself up about it. I'm the first one who has easily done that. And acknowledge, of course, the great things, the breakthroughs, yes, consistently work away, etc. And you will not just not regret it. You think like, oh my God, why didn't I do that earlier in my life? That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, thanks, Bernhard. And I'm so with you there. You know, it was years ago that I went on the journey of personal development, and it was the best thing I ever did. And it's a journey once you start doing that. You never get off it. Yet I'm still amazed, or maybe just it's normal that so many people go and invest in cars and buying things, yet they forget they are their greatest investment. So whoever they work with or what they do, you encaptured it really well when you said, you know, knowing it up here is one thing, but embodying it, turning that knowledge, implementing it, and actioning it. And the journey of personal growth and development isn't always easy. It's often uncomfortable, as I remember.
Absolutely.
And we get real with ourselves, but that's where the magic happens. So thank you so much. It's my privilege and honor, not just as your friend, but to coach you and see you shine and evolve and grow. And I'm so excited about the next phase for you and us. And thank you so much once again.
No. Indeed, as well, my absolute gratitude there, Mandy, in your professional and amazing approach and the tools you provide and everything else there, your patience, everything. I truly mean it. Extremely grateful forever. So thank you very much.